Well, joining me in the studio is Tamer Qarmout. He's an associate professor at Doha Institute for Graduate Studies. Good to have you with us, as always, Tamer. Israel denies continuously that there is famine, malnutrition, starvation in Gaza, and yet the pictures are there. Now we have this UN declaration of famine in parts of Gaza. How hard do you think it is going to be for Israel to maintain those claims and those denials when it seems as though international pressure is going, as we've just seen?
Good question, Rob. There is no going back from this report after it has been issued. I mean, this is a technical, independent UN committee that has investigated the crime, and it took its time because it's a serious accusation. And let's remind your viewers that even the work of this body is hard because the UN itself is a target of Israeli attacks. Israel has been systematically demonizing, discrediting the UN, attacking its facility, its personnel in the Gaza Strip. So it's even hard to conduct many of the UN operations inside the Gaza Strip. So I understand the UN nature, how it works. Sometimes it's slow, especially in these critical times, but they take their time because they do their due diligence to come up with this report. So there's no going back for Israel from this accusation. And now this signals a new stage. I mean, now for all these, for the international community, for many countries, they can take unilateral actions. They don't have to wait for a UN General Security Council meeting or decision. Because we know the political aspect of the UN. We know that there are veto players, especially the US, who has been protecting Israel for a long time. But with this report emerging now, I mean, it gives all the freedom for countries worldwide to act unilaterally. And when I say act unilaterally, I mean sanctions. Now, this is the time to impose sanctions, be it economic, be it political, be it visa bans, whatever, name it, I mean. So it gives them justification to act now. They have it.
Mm. I want to take our viewers back, just widen this out a little bit. I want to take our viewers back to this joint investigation by the Guardian newspaper, an Israeli-Palestinian publication, and a Hebrew language outlet as well. Now, in the last 24 hours, they've said that figures from a classified Israeli intelligence database showed 82% of those who died in Gaza were civilians. 24 hours later, they've gone back to those figures. They're now reporting the database had about 47,600 names of people that had been identified by the Israelis as members of Hamas and Islamic Jihad. In that database, this report is claiming that only 8,900 of those individuals had been marked down as either killed or possibly killed. If those figures are accurate, what does that tell us about the effectiveness of Benjamin Netanyahu's stated goal of eradicating Hamas from Gaza?
Well, yes, he's fixated on eradicating Hamas from the Gaza Strip, but I think the bigger goal is getting rid of the entire population of the Gaza Strip, and that's where is Netanyahu's fixed on. This is the main goal for him. I think Hamas is a secondary goal. He's using Hamas as a pretext, as an excuse to continue the genocide, the bigger crime. And I think that's what the Israelis know this very well. The Israeli society, by large, is not off the hook here. Yes, we know there are segments of the Israeli society who are protesting, who are opposing this, who are saying not in our names. But the majority of the Israeli society is still complicit in this war because they believe Netanyahu's narrative, Netanyahu's big project of a bigger Israel, not only Gaza, a bigger Israel in the Middle East. And that's a problematic thing. Israel is a democracy. It remains a democracy in this region. And Netanyahu, if he gets re-elected soon in the second election, this is an indication that the Israeli society, by large, is supporting Netanyahu's idea. And that's a problematic aspect we have to deal with here. So it's not Netanyahu alone, it's large parts of the Israeli society who believe in his ideas and projects.
Mm-hmm. Just finally, we know that Hamas gave a positive response to a ceasefire proposal that was put forward just within the last week or so. What's your assessment of where things stand with that, given all the circumstances that we've been talking about for the last couple of minutes?
I think we have a 50-50 chance here. We are at a very dangerous critical juncture, meaning if Netanyahu continues to launch this operation to occupy Gaza, to demolish Gaza, I think this means that he's going all the way till the end in expelling Palestinians out. There is no return. Gaza is the largest city. If it's destroyed same way like Rafah was destroyed, then we have no Gaza Strip. Then we just have a large concentration camp where people are waiting to be deported somewhere, sadly. But if, and that's a big if the Americans, if Trump changes his mind somehow, we might have an exit strategy for all parties. But it's yet to be seen.
It's good to get your analysis as always, Tamer Qarmout. Thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.